This is the 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LTZ, a truck that is big, bold, and luxurious. And we're going to tell you all about it in today's video. Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. We're at Chevy Land in Shreveport, Louisiana. If you want to know more about this truck, check out the link down in the description of the video. The exterior color is called Cypress Gray. It has a jet black interior, and you're going to see that you have a decent amount of chrome here on the front end with the grille and with the bumper right here. Our lighting will be LED. We're going to have the LED headlights, the LED daytime running lights. The LED turn signal indicators will be incorporated with the daytime running lights, and you do have fog lights here, although they're a little bit hard to see unless you get down here and look at just the right angle located in this area of the bumper. We're also going to have our recovery hooks right here, and you can see these sensors built into the bumper. A lot of great safety features on and around this truck. We'll give you the full list when we get into the interior in just a little bit. You can see what's under the hood with the badging right here, the 6.2 liter V8. This will have the Z71 off-road package, so if you need to do some off-roading, you're going to have the help of the skid plates and different things like that. Obviously, this truck is four-wheel drive, and we're going to have 20-inch wheels. You'll also have your spare tire located underneath the rear of the truck under the bed. And with our side view mirrors, let me turn a few things on here just so you can see a couple of things as far as the lighting goes. We're going to have our exterior lighting right here, the LED lighting to help you out after dark. And then the chrome mirror caps, these are heated, they're power adjustable. They're going to be power folding as well. Let me show you that in action real fast. Also going to have your blind spot monitoring built in. You can actually set things up to where those will fold and unfold when you lock and unlock the truck. Speaking of that, here is your remote. Lock, unlock, remote start. You can open your power tailgate. You have your panic button there. And if the key fob or remote, the battery dies here, you're going to have a lock right here. So what do you do with that? On the side of the remote, there's going to be a button that allows me right here to pull out that key. And obviously, you insert that key in there and you can lock and unlock the truck depending on what you need to do as far as that goes. And something else that's going to be handy and dandy here, I'll open the rear door, but this is going to work with the front and rear doors. There is your assist step. That's going to go back under the truck when you close the door. I like that there's a little bit of a delay where that is concerned. And then, let's see if I can get this. There we go. We're going to have the button on the rear of the step that allows that step to come back. So if you need to gain access to the front of the bed, all you have to do is hop up there. You can reach right in. No big deal where that is concerned. I'll let my cameraman come back here and show you where that button is located. So instead of having the actual bed step itself, you're going to have that built in right there, just a nice little convenience. We'll also have our corner steps right here on the bumper. You can use that to do the same thing back here in the rear portion of the bed. LED tail lights, and we're going to have another light right here that's going to help you out after dark as far as dealing with the trailer back here or whatever the case is. You've got your cab light up there. There's also some in-bed LED lighting. Under the hood is the 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pounds-feet of torque, and that will be mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, how about your MPGs? We're going to see what the window sticker shows us here. 15 city, 20 highway, 17 combined, and 5.9 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. Speaking of gas, you're going to have a 24-gallon gas tank, and in the city on a full tank of gas, you should be able to drive about 384 miles and about 456 miles out on the highway. And let's talk about conventional use as a truck. Your payload comes in at 1,537 pounds. Now, if you want to go with a conventional trailer as far as your towing, you're looking at 9,100 pounds. You can pull a gooseneck with this truck, but you're going to be limited to 7,900 pounds. I'm a little surprised there's not a full bed liner here with the truck, but that's the situation. You do have your in-bed LED lighting, and it does really do a nice job of illuminating the bed. I like the way that it's pointed in as it is. You're going to have your 12 different tie-down points, 3 in the front, 3 in the rear on both sides, and a 120-volt power outlet. But something that I really like here, I'm going to demonstrate this and show you what all is here. This is the multi-flex tailgate, and it does quite a bit. This button is how you open it with the conventional opening as I just did, and then this button allows me to do quite a few different things. We're going to start right here like this. This area works in a few different ways. You can use that as a bed extender. Maybe if you're hauling something around that's going to stick out a little bit, you don't want it sitting up so high. That helps. You can use this area as a table. You can also raise it up like that and use it as a bed extender. Something can butt up against that. But that's not all we're going to have here. It's getting to sound like an infomercial, but I promise I'm not selling OxyClean. There we go. We can drop that area down. And the thing I like about that is that it allows you to get a little further into the interior of the bed without having to actually get inside. But that's not its primary purpose. We're also going to have this area as a step. And you can see that you also have the kicker audio system that's going to be here. So depending on if you want to take advantage of that, you can. Now there is one more way that you can use this. Let me close it up and I'll show you how you can use this as bed extender number 2, which would be like that. If you need something to butt up against that, you can also do that as well. A very versatile truck in a multitude of ways. You will also have the power sliding rear window back there. Now, a couple of things to note here. Number one, you're going to have all of your hookups here for your trailering if you need to do that. And obviously you can have your hitch right down here. Now, speaking of that, here's a very important safety feature. You could actually have this area down like this, and then if you open the tailgate, that's going to slam right into your trailer hitch down there. How do you prevent that from happening? Well, there is a nice little safety feature built in. If you hold this top button down, it takes 10 seconds, and then you're going to see the tail lights flash. We're going to wait for that to happen, and what's going to happen is now when I push this button, nothing happens. I can still open the tailgate like this, but this top section won't open so we don't damage it. And to turn that back off, you just repeat the process, another 10 seconds. When the lights flash again, then you know you're back to the original setting. Your second row passengers are going to find quite a bit. A lot of space for one thing, and then when we look at our door panel, there is a ton of room up here as far as the armrest goes. It's nice and comfortable. And then the door bin down there is also nice and large. It will have that bottle holder at the very front. Now, a couple of things about storage in the rear. You can raise the seat cushions on both sides. I'm only going to do this side, but obviously that goes all the way across. There's a lot of space underneath, but one of my favorite features is what we have right here. You can open the in-seat storage in the seat backs. That is really nice, very convenient. I own a GMC 2500 that has this feature, and I just love that I have that extra storage space where I don't have to try and figure out where the things that will fit actually go. I have jumper cables, for example, in there. We also have the rear seat pockets right here. The grab handles will be at each door that make it very easy for me to just hop right on in. And if you have passengers that drink a lot of water or whatever it is, guess what? You've got cup holders right here. You're also going to have cup holders built in to the armrest, the fold down armrest right there, plus those bottle holders in the door bins. No shortage, like I said. We'll also have our rear window defogger. Here's your power sliding rear window that I was telling you about earlier. And on the rear of the center console, something that I wish I could turn on right this second because it's cold today. Heated seats, heated outboard seats. We'll also have our USB connectivity and a couple of air conditioning vents. The sticker price is $74,695. Let's see what else you get for that price. I didn't talk about this earlier, but you have the conventional size sunroof. That will tilt and slide open if you want it to, and that's controlled right here. We'll also have the control in the center for your power rear window, and HomeLink is here. You can program up to 3 garage door openers, and then you'll have things such as OnStar and SOS, and all that's going to be right here. We'll have our digital rear view mirror. Now you can flip the lever forward right there and use it as a conventional style rear view mirror if you want to, or you can use the digital version. Now this button right here will bring up your menu over here. That allows you to adjust brightness. You can adjust whether you zoom in or zoom out when you push that button again. And one more time, we adjust the overall angle, and there is how you make adjustments on the mirror. Now we're going to go to the passenger side here. We're going to start with the upper glove box. Plenty of room within that area. Maybe not plenty, but there is a little bit of space in there. More space will be found with the more conventional style lower glove box. And the passenger side door panel over there is going to have plenty of room with the armrest and the door bins. No shortage of space where any of that is concerned. Now we'll work our way over here to the driver's side. And we're going to grab the camera. You will have power driver and passenger seats that are both heated and ventilated. Seat memory only on the driver's side. I would like to see that on the passenger side too. If it's here, it should be in both places. Lock and unlock. And then here's that button I used to fold the side view mirrors in, just like that. And then you have everything for adjusting your side view mirrors. You can lock the windows, and then your power window controls right there. Here is your power parking brake. Everything for four-wheel drive is here, and your driving mode selector. Let's see what those driving modes are. Now you're going to start with normal. We'll go to sport. We also have off-road, and you also have tow haul mode. Now you will get to tow haul mode by pushing down here instead of using the selector. Over here, everything for our lights. There are the exterior lights and your cab light. You can turn that stuff on and off right there. And then everything else for your lighting here, including your fog lights. You can just leave that on auto, then you never have to worry about it. You have a power adjustable tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. The button for that is right here. It is heated, which is nice today. Everything for your adaptive cruise control. You can adjust everything on the driver's display right here. Let's go through a few things. You can adjust the display with your display layout. I'm going to push the scroll wheel right here to do that, and then I can go in and select whatever I need to, depending on what I want to do as far as those changes go. So you have quite a few different looks. We'll take a look at everything progressive. Now we're going to digital. And last but not least, we'll go to clean. Now, this isn't all you can do. You can actually go in and individually make changes to different areas in addition to that. And here's how you do that. So you've got your left and your right side, your lower gauges. You've got your info page units. You can see what all is here. The head-up display, and then you've got reset to defaults if you need to do that. Speaking of the head-up display, here are the controls for that. You can adjust your angle, the info, and the brightness. Let's see if we can get that where you can see it. I'm not sure if I can or not, but it's there. It's hard to see on a bright Louisiana day like this, but you do have your head-up display. That definitely gets the job done. Shifter paddles here as well, and you can adjust the volume and the radio, what you're listening to on the back of the steering wheel. Now, above the center console, the center screen, is a little bit of storage space. Not a lot, but a little bit of space there. But the 13.4-inch screen works really well. Now, some people have asked me if you can get rid of this area right here. No, you can't. You can adjust what is there. You've got a few different options, but you can't actually get rid of that area. So, in case you were wondering, that's how it is. You will have Google Assistant where you can say, hey, Google, and all that stuff. And I didn't even mean to do that. I was going to just say, hey, you know who, and I've messed up. Probably set off devices in your house. But you can adjust the temperature with the air conditioning and do all sorts of things, set up your maps and all of that. You're gonna have your built-in maps here. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, wirelessly pairing your smartphone. And then we're gonna work our way right over here to settings and show you a couple of important things. I promised you I would show you what the safety features are. So that's gonna be under vehicle, and then your collision detection systems right here. So what exactly are they? You got your alert type. You can adjust automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, adaptive cruise go notifier, lane change alert, park assist tow bar, and your rear cross traffic alert. You will also have rear pedestrian alert, or rear cross traffic braking, I should say right there. So there's all of that. You can make some adjustments where all of that is concerned. And something else I mentioned earlier in the video, your comfort and convenience. Remote mirror folding, that's turned off right now, but if you want that on, here's what happens. When you lock and unlock the truck, that's when those mirrors automatically fold and unfold. And we'll go back here and take a look at our different camera views, because you have plenty of them all over the truck. There's your front view and the rear view. Your overhead view will also offer two different views, as will the side view mirrors. Quite a few different things going on here. And then if you need to back up to a trailer, you can do that. And then we'll come back here just like this and go to our in-bed view. You can even see the interior lighting I told you about earlier right there, if you want to do that. And then we can come right here and give one more view with that overhead view, the 360-degree view. Definitely going to get the job done. But overall, the system's very easy to learn and use. You'll have your conventional control right here, your knob for the radio. You can turn that on and off. You also have several one-touch buttons such as lane keeping assist, park assist. You can turn the auto stop start feature off right there or back on if you want to, depends on what you like. Open your power tailgate, and I think you know what else is going to be here. Down here, we're going to have our trailer brake control, and then you can see right next to that everything for the air conditioning, your heated seats, and then the ventilated seats. I am not turning those on today because it is just too cold for us in Louisiana. Some of you would say in the 40s, that's no big deal, and that's true for a lot of you. Dual zone climate control, we can sync those two sides together. Everything's going to be there. And then over on the right-hand side here, we're going to have our USB connectivity and also a little bit of storage space right here. Your shifter is right here. What do you think about this style of shifter as opposed to a column shifter? I know some like it and some don't, but there it is. Cup holders will be right here, and plenty of room to use the center console lid as an armrest. But when I open that up, I'm going to show you something very interesting here. Now, first of all, you've got your removable tray if you want to take that out. There's a ton of space in here. Your wireless charging pad is here, but notice what is not. There is no 12-volt power outlet anywhere in this truck. It's been a few years since Chevrolet made those changes. I'd love to see them bring that back in the future. Not sure if they will. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Before we get out on the road for the test drive, here's a quick sampling of the Bose audio system. I hope that does it justice. It sounds great in person. I hope my microphone picks it up just as well as I'm hearing it here in the truck. Okay, here we go on the test drive with the Silverado. It has a nice ride quality for a truck. The seats themselves are comfortable. A lot of adjustability built into these power adjustable seats. Especially over here on the driver's side, you can adjust the seat and the steering wheel to make things just right for any driver of just about any height. Depending on how tall you might be, you should be just fine. And if you're not so tall, you should be just fine. Just setting things up as you need to. One thing you'll notice is that the camera is on the screen. I've had a lot of people ask me over the years about how you do that. In this case, you just turn it on with this technology. The previous screen didn't allow for that before 2022. And so that's something to note. Also, you also have a front view camera washer. When you run your windshield washer fluid, you will see the windshield washer fluid spray across the camera right there. So if you ever bring that up and it's dirty, or when it tells you that it's blocked because there may be a little ice or something like that, might be a little cold outside, whatever it is, you can use that to help out with that as well. The accelerator and the gas pedal are very easy to adjust to and very easy to manage, so you're not going to have any trouble where that is concerned. And obviously very easy to see out of. You can bring up any camera you want to, as you can see on the screen right now. Plus you've got all of those great safety features I mentioned earlier in the video. You've got your rear view mirror, digital rear view mirror, and the safety alert seat is also here. So when you come close to something, or if there's someone next to you and you turn your blinker on, it's going to alert you in the appropriate area. The seat will vibrate in that area, front, rear, or left or right, and you won't have any trouble where that is concerned. Plenty of room here in the truck, in the front and second row seating areas. So everybody will be nice and comfortable with plenty of head and leg room. And obviously a versatile truck in a multitude of ways for a full-size truck, being that it's four-wheel drive. That's going to help you out in those low traction situations, and obviously good ability for towing and hauling. And there it is, the 2026 Chevrolet 1500 LTZ. Big, bold, and luxurious. Tell me what you think about this truck, and if you plan to buy one in 2026, or wait and see what we have coming in 2027, at least for that model year. We're going to be interested to see what Chevrolet has for us with the changes that are on the way. I would like to say a special thanks to my friends at Chevyland for loaning us this truck for the day so we could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That's very helpful to us. Make sure to subscribe and share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.